Hey mom, today I found myself thinking more seriously about digital ethnography, which is the practice of observing and interpreting how people behave, communicate, and make meaning within digital environments. Slowing down to notice how people move through these spaces made me realize how patterned and structured digital expression has become. These platforms aren't random or chaotic. They operate like cultural ecosystems with their own internal logics, shared references, and understood rhythms. When I look at them through this lens, I start to see that people aren't just posting content. They're participating in a collective environment that shapes how they express themselves and how they interpret others. Reflecting on this didn't just help me understand the behavior around me. It also revealed subtle ways these same forces influence the choices I make when I create something. One of the strongest patterns I observed was how deeply everyday experiences get filtered through mimetic templates. Instead of building a narrative from scratch, people often reach for a format that already carries a familiar tone or emotional arc. A trending sound, a common editing rhythm, or a recognizable structure signals how a moment should be interpreted before the viewer even processes the specifics. It's a kind of emotional shorthand that turns personal experiences into something instantly readable. These templates don't just shape how people communicate, they influence what they choose to communicate in the first place. Certain moments get shared because they slide neatly into a trend, while other meaningful moments never get articulated because they don't fit anything. I also kept noticing how often people express a kind of meta-awareness while posting. They reference the algorithm, mention the For You page, or joke about the mechanics of how their content reached someone's feed. This constant reflexivity is unique to digital spaces. People aren't just sharing, they're simultaneously responding to the system that distributes their expressions. That dynamic shapes the tone of so much digital communication. The platform isn't a neutral backdrop, it becomes part of the message. And even though I'm not shaping my posts around what the system rewards, it was interesting to observe how much of the digital environment is built around acknowledging the platform itself. People engage not only with the content, but also with the conditions that produced it. Watching this reminded me that even when I ignore those cues and post simply to document my life, I'm still participating in a space where the broader culture is shaped by those dynamics. Recognizing this helps me see my own approach more clearly. My content isn't shaped by trying to anticipate an algorithm, but by being conscious of how others interact with that system helps me stay mindful of why I choose not to. It reinforced that my intention is to record life as it happens rather than to optimize it for visibility. Another perspective that stood out was how digital environments create moments of collectivity even when interactions are indirect. When people participate in the same trend, use the same audio, or follow similar formats, they contribute to a shared cultural moment. This generates a sense of togetherness built not on personal relationships but on recognizable structure. Even though my own posts aren't driven by trends, I'm still part of the collective environment simply by posting consistently across multiple platforms. My documentation becomes another thread woven into the larger cultural fabric, not because it aligns with patterns, but because it exists alongside them. Even if my goals are different from those chasing visibility, understanding the surrounding culture helps reinforce my commitment to posting in a way that feels real, deliberate, and true to my purpose. I ate dinner with the koi fish and that was it for my day. Okay, love you. Bye.